Good morning. I hope you are all okay and well. A very warm welcome to my channel and to a what I eat in a day video. I hope these videos aren't getting too boring. I know I do a lot of these, but I like to film what I'm eating because I like to watch those videos. And so I'm hoping that in some small way, these videos might help even just one person. So yeah, today is Saturday. It's another beautiful day. The weather here is so glorious at the moment and it really lifts my spirits. If you've been following my vlogs recently, you'll know that I have been feeling a little bit up and down emotionally, probably to do with hormones. I really do think that is the cause, but also just the transition from summer to autumn and yeah, just the darker nights and all of that. But the weather has been glorious and I do think that has really helped lift my spirits. I did have my COVID booster vaccine this week and it made me feel a bit unwell for 24 hours. So yeah, it's just been a bit of a mixed couple of weeks and now I'm feeling really, really good. So my oldest son has gone on a Beavers camp today. I've been feeling really emotional about it because he's gone for 24 hours and that never happens. He's never in the care of anyone else, with the odd exception, you know, a club or he goes to a friend's for a couple of hours. Other than that, he's always with me. He never sleeps out. He only has one grandparent and that's my mum. She's just unable physically to care for the kids by herself. So yeah, it's just a bit of a weird feeling. The house is super quiet and I really struggled the last 24 hours emotionally with the thought of him just doing it. I mean, it's really weird because I'm so proud and it's so lovely to see him growing up and becoming, you know, a little bit independent. At the same time, it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, you know, just can't I'm one of those parents that's a bit over the top and I just because they're never away from me and I don't have any help with sort of caring for them, I am a bit overprotective and it's a bit much really. I mean, I do call myself you know, a hovering parent. I can't help it, but I am trying really, really hard to step away from that. And yeah, I've made a real effort the last year to really stand back and just let him be his own person. And, you know, lockdown didn't help, did it? Because, you know, we didn't go anywhere for a couple of years. So yeah, that's been a bit of a strange day. But other than that, I am trying to crack on with some jobs while the house is quiet. So I've cleaned all the sink out, I've put some washing on, I've put the slow cooker on, I've had a lovely treat breakfast. For breakfast today, I am going to try out this slender pancake mix from Slimmimg World. This was kindly gifted to me and this is a red velvet flavour. Now, for the instructions, it sounds super easy. You just need to mix 50 grams of the mix with 80 mils of milk, shake and fry. So in terms of nutritional information, it's 182 calories, so probably 9 sins. It compares very closely to porridge oats. It's just less fibre, so this wouldn't be classed as a healthy extra B, but really it is well within calories for a normal meal. So I will count 9 sins for this anyway. And I'm going to use whole milk because I find whole milk just more satisfying, and I'll take that out of my healthy extra A choice. I've tried to mix it up in my blender container because I don't actually have a shaker. It's a bit lumpy. I'm not sure, I probably haven't shaken it properly, but I don't have anything to really put on the top of it. So maybe if I hold a plate over it, it will just, I don't know if it's a bit lumpy or whether it's okay. It's hard to tell in here. Actually, when I pour it, it looks fine. So yeah, it smells amazing. So I'm going to fry this in some fry light. Well, what a treat. I can't believe these pancakes, they actually go like cake. I've had a little bite of one while I was cooking and yeah, they're a real like cakey texture. They are really good. And they've definitely got like a chocolatey flavour. I'm really impressed. I didn't expect that at all. And yeah, so the only thing I would say is you do need some kind of shaker device, and because I use my blender pot and it was a real nightmare to kind of get all the stuff out. I suppose I could use like a big mug or something. So yeah, you just have to make sure you use the right kind of thing to shake it up, but I'm so pleased with that. I've sliced a banana on top. You could add some yogurt. I don't think I will, because I think this is going to be enough to keep me going. But yeah, so really pleased with that. Really excited to eat it. I'll leave all the information about Protein World in the description box below. I do have a code, PW Leanne. I will pop that in the description box below as well, and that will get you 40% off your order, which is amazing. So yeah, thank you so much Protein World for sending this to me, and I'm now off to enjoy my breakfast. So I just need to say, those pancakes are amazing. They are they're sweet, they are sticky, they are just like pancakes, but portion controlled and totally within your daily sin allowance. And I'm actually shocked. I didn't expect them to be so nice. I really didn't. So I'm definitely going to make those part of my weekend treat kind of breakfast. Or I don't think I would. I did say about having them as pudding. I don't think I would. I think they're too filling. But as a weekend treat breakfast, totally within your sins and really delicious. So highly recommend those. Anyway, I'm now going to turn my thoughts to dinner. So I've got these pork loin medallions. They're lean ones from Aldi. I just need to make sure that any kind of visible fat is removed, and these will be sin free. So I think I'm going to pop these in the slow cooker so that I can just shred them up tonight. I'm literally just going to put them in by themselves. I'm not going to put anything else, no liquid, no nothing. And then I'm going to add some barbecue sauce later on. So yeah, I think I'm going to just put these in now. Right, so I've put the pork steaks in the slow cooker for 6.5 hours on low, and then I need to work out what I'm going to have with them, but I'll do that nearer to dinner time. And then I also need to think about lunch. I like to, at the weekend, I do like to think about my meals, my whole day's meals, first thing in the morning, so that I don't have to worry about it all day. And so I'm just thinking about lunch, and I think I'm going to use my Healthy Extra B choice on lunch today. So I've got a bagel thin in the freezer, which I think I'm going to put out to defrost. Yeah, so that's where we're at now. It's actually gone 11 o'clock now. I find these kind of slow mornings actually go really fast, and I want to get some housework done as well. Let me know if you'd be interested in watching any clean with me's, because I'm always doing housework. I've never filmed it. If there's no interest, then I obviously won't do it. But if you would like to see that kind of content, then let me know, and I'll have a go at it. I can't promise it will be any good, but yeah. So I'm going to do a few jobs now, and then I'll catch up with you at lunchtime. So these are the bagel thins you can have as a Healthy Extra B choice. They're 133 calories if you're on calorie counting, but these are one Healthy Extra B, and I'm going to have some soup. I'm going to have Baxter's Mediterranean tomato. I absolutely love this soup. It's really chunky with vegetables, and it's also got rice in it. And yeah, it just tastes so lovely, and it's one sin for the whole tin. So I'm going to have the soup, the bagel, and I'm going to top my bagel with cheese. So I've just weighed out 15 grams of cheddar, which is half a Healthy Extra A choice. And I'll pair that up with the milk that I had with my pancakes. I ended up using 80 mils. It's not quite a full Healthy Extra A, but I'm going to count it anyway, because I would have needed to use 100 mils of the milk to be half. But anyway, so I've put 15 grams of the cheddar around my bagel. So I'm just going to microwave that, and that will be my dunker for the soup. And here we have it. So this is my lunch. One sin for the soup, and half a Healthy Extra A and a Healthy Extra B for the bagel. So yeah, that's my lunch today. Hello again. Apologies for my very strange positioning. I'm leaning my arm on the back of the sofa, otherwise I get major arm ache. So it's now 6:15. We had a really busy afternoon out. It was good fun, lovely to give attention to our youngest son by himself. And yeah, he's really enjoyed himself. So yeah, it was a good afternoon. We got home at 5 o'clock and I was so hungry. Lunch really kept me going actually. It doesn't look like a lot, but it's really filling. So obviously a bit of fat from the cheese and some fibre from the bagel thin, as well as all the veggies in the soup. Really kept me going, but I started to get the hunger on at about 4. So yeah, we got home at 5 and I got the pork steaks out of the slow cooker, popped them on a plate, and I intended to shred them all up, put them back in the slow cooker, so it was all like pulled pork basically. And then I was going to cover it in barbecue sauce, so make it barbecue pulled pork. So basically I shredded up one of the pork steaks and the plate went flying and the pork went everywhere, all over the floor, just everywhere, little bits of pork. And I was just fuming. I was just fuming is all I can say. So I decided I couldn't be bothered to shred them up. Now I was one pork fillet down, although my husband salvaged most of it off the floor and decided he was going to eat it, which is fine. He doesn't waste anything. So yeah, I basically decided I wasn't going to shred it all up because I couldn't be bothered. I'd got some cauliflower roasting in the oven and I also put some carrots in to roast as well. So I absolutely love roasted veg. It just tastes so different to boiled veg. But my son doesn't like roasted, so I also boiled some. I did some sprouts because my husband loves sprouts, and broccoli because my 5-year-old loves broccoli, and some carrots because my 5-year-old also loves carrots, but he just doesn't like them roasted. So I did those. I was going to do some rice, but I was in a bit of a hangry mood, let's say, especially after the pork incident. So I just did the Marks and Spencer's chili noodles. They are sin-free. I did a whole packet. And they are, so that's 4 nests in a packet, and they are £1 for a packet, and they are absolutely delicious. So yeah, and then basically I used the Slimmimg World frozen barbecue sauce, which you get from Iceland. It's sin-free, and that was the sauce that I was going to put in the shredded pork. Basically, you just take the lid off of the plastic tub, put the tub on a microwavable plate, and then microwave it for 6 minutes. Give it a good stir and then put it back in for like another minute and a half. I actually did it a bit longer today. I did it for about 2.5 minutes extra. And it's really nice. But I made the mistake of pouring it over my vegetables and everything. Whereas really, it should just be concentrated to the meat, to be honest. My husband loved it. But then he covers his food in sauce all the time anyway. But I'm not so into sauce and stuff. I do quite like my food quite dry, but on meat that sauce goes so well. It's really, really good on Hunter's chicken. But yeah, so basically I did pork steaks and I just really shredded up my 5-year-olds, and then we had the vegetables and the noodles and then the sauce over the top. It was completely sin-free. It's really filled me up. I'm so full. And yeah, it was actually really tasty. I just wish I hadn't covered the rest of my food in barbecue sauce, but you live and learn, eh? And it was a good meal, and yeah, I'm certainly not complaining. So, like I said, it's now 6:15. I need to edit my weigh-in update, and then I need to start bedtime. Bedtime's going to be totally different tonight because I've just got my youngest, and he's a totally different child by himself. He's so chilled out, so calm. There's no shouting or anything. So I think I'm going to have a nice bedtime tonight. Hopefully he does seem to want to read some of his school books, and we need to start practicing his spellings. And yes, so I think we're going to do that. I am going to have a bit of a sweet treat in a little while, so I'll show you that. So yeah, I'll crack on now and I'll catch up with you in a bit. So I've decided to make a coffee. I've got a Kenco Americano decaf that I've made in my Tassimo machine. I've added some whole milk from my Healthy Extra A into that. And I've also added a dash of this skinny syrup. So I wanted to share this one with you because it's new. I only bought it last week. So I got this from TK Maxx. It's pumpkin caramel scone flavour. And it is so delicious. And it's £4.49 a bottle. It has gone up a little bit. But if you go on the Skinny Mixers website, they are way more expensive, and delivery is really expensive as well. So I actually bought a few bottles. I'll show those to you now actually. These are the other bottles that I bought. All 4 bottles came to £13.50 I think, or £13.47. So I got 2 bottles of the honey cinnamon. This is really nice. I think this is one of my favourites. And then I thought I'd try this one, a maple donut. I thought that just sounded really lovely. And yeah, they're just very autumnal. I really like the barista ones. They had a white chocolate mocha one, but I haven't had that in for ages, and I can get it online, but it's so expensive. So I decided, apologies for the washing machine in the background, so I decided to, yeah, go festive, no, seasonal, seasonal, and get the maple donut. And I just had to get a pumpkin one because everyone's raving about pumpkins at the moment, and I was feeling a bit left out. So yeah, that's the one I'm using at the moment, and I'll just keep the others in the cupboard until I've run out. This one isn't on the app, but all the ones that do scan that are Jordan's do come up as sin-free, so I'm not sinning this. It's zero calories, zero sugar. It's basically just chemicals really, but you know, you've got to have the odd thing, haven't you? So yeah, that's going to be my decaf coffee. So it's sweet treat time. I'm going to have one of these apples from Aldi, and I'm going to top it with one of these toffee apple crumble Muller Lights. This is half a sin, and I cannot wait to try it. I've been dying to get my hands on these yogurts. So yeah, I'm going to make that now before bedtime. So it is now 20 to 11, and we had a text or a WhatsApp about 20 minutes ago to say all the beavers are asleep, so that makes me feel better. I've had loads of photos, I've seen pictures of them going in their sleeping bags, and it looks so much fun. So yeah, I feel better. I spent some time with my youngest around bedtime. We did some reading. He went to sleep a bit later than normal, so around about 8:45, and I treated myself to a hot chocolate, an Options hot chocolate. So I measured out 11 grams of the salted caramel flavour, so that's 1.5 sins, and I just made that with boiling water and a little drop of milk left from my Healthy Extra A choice, and that's me done for the day. So I'm looking a bit tired. I'm not normally up at 10 to 11, to be fair. I'm normally asleep by 10. And but yeah, I've treated myself tonight. We've got to pick Harry up from Beavers at 9 o'clock. No, 9:30. No, yeah, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So it's going to be a fairly early start. But yeah, I've took all my makeup off, done my skincare, and now I'm ready for bed. So thank you as always so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.